111, this is your call to wake up. We are here to shift with you. In this video, we will go down the rabbit hole of how numbers carry different energy frequencies, the meaning of 1111, vibrational essence of the number 1, and why we chose to add 111 at the end of our name. Hi, my name is Viviana.
I'm Sharon.
We are Tierra Angels 111. Please click like and subscribe to our page so that we can continue making videos for you. Why are numbers important? Numbers carry different energy frequencies and they reveal different messages that can be helpful in your life. Numbers are everywhere and they are connected to everything we do. Even letters have a number associated with it, and when you write things down, you are a step closer to manifesting something. Think of the word spell and what it means. To spell is to tell it. Your words are a formula carrying magical powers. That is why when doing magic, they say cast a spell.
Wait, are we talking about witchcraft and casting spells now?
Oh no, that is a whole other video. It isn't just witches using words for witchcraft, but all people who write and speak are casting spells because words are powerful. Words and numbers carry energy frequencies, thought cycles, and have the power to affect emotions, therefore actualizing into material form. There are many numerology systems which assign a numerical value to letters of the alphabet. To name a few are the Pythagorean, Chaldean, Hebraic, Japanese, Indian, and Arabic.
Numerology is the divine and mystical relationship between a number and synchronistic events. Pythagoras believed everything had numerical relationships and discovered that numerical relationships in numbers and musical notes. This will be important when we talk about vibrations, and we'll be coming back to numerology and vibrations in other videos and go down those rabbit holes as well.
Let's talk about the numbers. The number 1 through 9, they all have different spiritual meanings, and when we go over those, it will make more sense. Today, we're going to mainly stick to the number 1. How many of you watching this video have started seeing 1111 a lot? I started years ago. Or have heard about this phenomenon. Maybe you see it on the clock, receipts, car plates, books, addresses, phone numbers. There are so many possibilities. You would be amazed. Many of you have heard that you should make a wish at that time, at 1111. But why? Maybe you notice that you keep seeing another set of numbers frequently. Maybe you wake up in the middle of the night at the same time.
That sounds creepy. So what does that mean?
That used to creep me out before until I did more research and I literally started seeing them everywhere. So now when I see ones, I immediately feel at peace and I feel at present time. I then fill up with gratitude. I literally feel really thankful for the signs that are given to me from the above. And it feels like a warm, sunny hug of reassurance that I am at the right place at the right time. I continue to hold the vision of my desire and feel as if I already have that. That's the key to manifestation.
Don't be scared of it. It isn't a coincidence. There are no coincidences. Things happen for a reason. If you see 1111 frequently, that means a door has opened for you and you have started to experience a shift. Key word here being shift. And remember, there is a shift happening worldwide now. People are starting to wake up, and these recurrent numbers are signs from angels, God, source, divine, whatever your word for your spiritual connection may be. Okay, this reminds me of the movie The Matrix. Okay, Neo goes down the rabbit hole. He's noticing the white rabbit after he realizes the time on the clock is the same time again and again and again. And it feels sort of like deja vu or the Twilight Zone for a moment. Remember, follow the white rabbit if you want the truth.
1111 is about new beginnings, starting over. If you feel like life is going nowhere, your angels may throw this wake-up call at you, which is how we say, right? This is your wake-up call. Expect synchronicities and small miracles to start happening more often. It could be a sign that you are beginning your spiritual awakening. It also means your angels are listening, so pay attention, be aware, and tell your desires to the universe to manifest. Did you know, as a divine rule, your guardian angels and spirit guides are with you but cannot interfere in your life unless you request it? As a side note, if you are heading towards your spiritual awakening, don't resist it. The more you resist, the harder the lessons you will receive, like we said in the last video. It is true that it isn't just rainbows and butterflies. There are moths and lightning too. There will be hard, confusing, and overwhelming moments, but just breathe and know that you're being guided if you just pay attention.
Our breath alone is the single most important key to healing yourself.
If you are in the start of your awakening, there are symptoms to look for, and we will share those with you in future videos. Right now, we want to focus on the number part.
The number 1 carries an energy frequency of creation, the primal force from which all things come into being. Nothing could be possible without the number 1. This is the seed which signifies potential, natural leadership, creation, the beginning, originality, visionary. The number 1 can be aggressive because it may be what is needed to create. It is a doer, a producer, and a powerful force. It is independent and individualistic. If there's one thing you get from this, it is to stay positive.
With the vibrational essence of the number 1 being all that we just mentioned, this means that 1111 is pure manifestation medicine. Also, they may be warning you about negative patterns and thoughts you're having, especially if you have been on this kind of path and you start seeing it again. It has happened to me recently. So, sometimes it's specifically about seeking approval. If you've have self-esteem issues or self-love. The number 11 is also the symbol of faith. So again, if you don't pay attention to the small things that happen in your life, bigger and harder things come to knock you off your feet so that then you can pay attention. Even then, many people will still resist and place it as mere bad luck or a coincidence.
That reminds me of the phrase, shit happens. Well, yes it does. And then it is all up to you what you do with all that shit that happens.
I want you to close your eyes for a moment and think of the numbers 1111. See it in your mind's eye. Visually, those ones are columns of gates. It's a direct channel between you and your highest self. Again, insert a word like that you prefer, like God, Jesus, Buddha, Kuan Yin. The list it goes on. You want to stop what you're doing to reflect into the big picture of your life and what is going on during that time. Ask yourself. Start piecing these things together. 1111 is a coded molecular structure of remembering. This literally means putting the pieces of yourself back together. Putting your members together so you are starting to remember who you really are.
So when you've heard that you should make a wish when you see 1111, yes, make a wish. But instead of using the word wish, we've chosen to use the word intention instead. We've been working on removing the word wish out of our vocabulary and replacing with intention because wish is not in alignment with manifesting, whereas intention is. And we'll talk more about the power of words in another video.
Mm-hmm. So if I make an intention during the times I see 1111, then manifestation can be accelerated because I am in connection with an angelic channel.
Yes, being that they are sending you divine signs.
Yeah. If you watched our last video, you know the first step for awakening is to become aware. The universe knows that you will start to remember slowly, which is why they send you the energy frequency of 1111. It won't make sense at first, and you may dismiss it as nothing or a mere coincidence. This is why people start seeing this number over and over. And you can feel that there's something behind this. You just quite don't know what it is. It is now a part of your conscious awareness. It will feel confusing. You will want to find meanings in such weird occurrences. So I advise to take a proactive approach and take charge of your life by changing your thoughts, diving deep into them. And if you haven't watched our last videos, I would recommend you watching the one about how thought and energy frequencies can affect you negatively, and how fear is one of the main emotions and frequencies that are felt by the world today.
For those of you who read the Bible and identify as Christian, you may check out Mark 11:24. You should be able to find scripture about the symbolism of God's power and faith in Him and the number 1111. And we would love to hear back on what you discover and what you perceive from the different scriptures about this idea.
The reason we chose 111 for a part of our name is, as we have shared, our deepest desire is to help others awaken, heal, and manifest. We feel this is a code to call that energy frequency, since 111 symbolizes the principles of spiritual awakening, high energy, inspiration, intuition. 111 sends a blessing of approval for what you are creating and putting out there. In love, what you give and receive should be inspiring to yourself and to others. So that meaning makes it a perfect vibration in our business, as we are a partnership in life and in business, taking this journey together. It just makes sense to have that in there. Also, when Sharon and I met and got together, it was a 1 year.
So it was 2017, and when you add up 2017, it equals 1 in the end.
Mm-hmm. And that meant that, we had a fresh start, a new dawn, so to speak. We felt all the energy of the number 1 that we spoke of earlier in this video. In addition, before I met her, I was very connected to the Triple Goddess, the Holy Trinity, all things that happen in cycles of 3. She wasn't just adding 1 to her life. She was adding all 3 of us. The twin toddlers, I always spoke of us, my twin toddlers and I, as a triquetra. 111 holds the magic of manifestation with its power of 3. The number 3 is a holy divine number. And we will talk about 3s in another video when we do our series of numerology. But the number 3 is connected to the Celtic knot, air, earth, sea, the maiden, mother, and crone, the cycle of life, which is birth, death, rebirth, Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, the 3-leaf clovers, the triple moon, which is the waxing, the full, and the waning, triangles. So if you think of the triangles and pyramids, which, like in Egypt, they're a divine source that connects you all the way up to the divine and ethereal realm. You get the point. Things happen in 3s. I bet you have heard of karma coming back to you 3 times.
When we say 111, or you see this on your path, it's a code to wake up, pay attention, be aware, and shift. Everyone will eventually shift, but you're watching this now. You have the chance to accelerate your shift.
Take the breadcrumbs that the universe is sending you. This is the beginning of the shift for you. Remember, we are here to shift with you.
If you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe and like our video and learn more about the shift.
Yeah, tune in, because we will have a series on numerology where we discuss the meaning of all the numbers 1 through 9. Today was just the number 1, 111, and 1111.
Also, leave a comment below and tell us what you would like to learn more about.
We are Tierra Angels 111, and our deepest desire is to help others awaken, heal, and manifest. Peace.